Well, there is still time to be counted in the once every 10-year census. Because of the pandemic, the deadline to submit your response to the Census Bureau has been extended, and soon you may be receiving a reminder. Well, tonight, WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare says the Better Business Bureau is partnering with the Census Bureau to help combat misinformation. Don.
That's exactly right, Lori. The Census Bureau plans to send email messages encouraging people to fill out the census survey because the count is falling behind, a lot of that having to do with COVID-19. While you are often warned to be aware of fake emails sent by scammers, the Better Business Bureau is stepping in to support the Census Bureau to clear up any misinformation.
In America, we all count, no matter where we call home, how we worship, or who we love.
The U.S. Census Bureau is making a big effort to encourage Americans to fill out the 2020 census form. The message is updated. This music video version produced by the Census Bureau reminds us that the census is a head count of every person living in the United States, that ever since 1790, the U.S. Constitution requires a population count every 10 years. The national response rate to the census is lagging well behind where it was at a similar point a decade ago, according to researchers. The findings are worrisome and seemingly at odds with the positive message the Census Bureau has been sending all year. Soon you may receive an email reminding you to fill out your form if you haven't already done so.
Yeah, so in the past, the Census Bureau has typically just mailed the applications out to fill that out, but now they're trying to reach out to people via email and text because the response hasn't been what they're looking for.
Tony Binkley at the Better Business Bureau says while the BBB reminds us to be aware of fraudulent emails, this one sent from the Census Bureau is legitimate.
You may receive an email if you haven't completed the census asking you to go to the government website to complete it. So you want to make sure you're going to an official site before you do that because scammers are probably going to jump on this.
The official email reminder to participate in the census will be sent from this email address, 2020census@subscriptions.census.gov. Always know where you're going before you click.
You need to make sure that you hover over those links if you're on a computer to make sure, because it could say .gov, but when you hover over it, it could be going somewhere else. And if you're on a mobile device, you can long press on the address and it'll show you the real address it's going to.
Emails from the Census Bureau will be sent from the official @census.gov domain. No personal information will be required.
They'll never ask you for your Social Security number. They'll never ask you for your bank account information or your credit card information. They won't ask for any financial information, period.
Now, the deadline to submit your response to the U.S. Census Bureau has been extended 3 months because of the pandemic. You now have until October 31st to respond.